Alright, I just wanted to go over an EMD, what it is, how we use it, and why wholesalers use people like me, a transactional funder, to cover it. Alright, so next slide. The simple definition of an earnest money deposit is the upfront money that a buyer puts down when going under contract on a property. It locks in the deal, it shows that they're serious. People use transactional funders like myself to help fund it fast so that they don't miss out on a deal. It shows commitment to the seller that the buyer is serious about the intent of purchasing. It gets held in escrow where the money sits safely, nice and safe, all nice and cozy, right? Until the deal closes or falls through. The typical amount is 1 to 3% of the purchase price, enough to matter, but not enough to break you. You're still making money, buddy. So the problem wholesalers face is that they'll have a good deal, they'll have the buyer set up, they'll have everything in place, but they won't have the money or the cash on hand to fund the EMD. No EMD, no contract. So without the deposit, you can't go under contract. No contract, no deal, nobody's making money. Somebody else is making money. We don't want nobody else making money. Well, we want to help people, but in this case, we just want to get our deals that we just worked hard for. We got it all in place, and we don't want to lose it. So this is why people come to us for EMDs to help cover that transaction so that they are able to move forward. All right, what do transactional funders do? We cover the deposit so that the wholesaler is not out of pocket. We also, the property then goes under contract, the deal's locked in, nobody's stealing your deal, and then when it comes time to close, once it's closed, I get my money back plus our fee, and you get your deal done, and we move on to the next one, and we just rinse and repeat. The thing that's important is the inspection period. What happens after the contract is once it's under contract is the inspection period, right? And with that, there's a critical window where they evaluate the property, but what's important about this is that during this window, the EMD can come back. There's no penalty. Everyone can get their money back. You can pull out. It's the safest phase of the transaction, right? But once the deposit goes hard, once the inspection period ends, right? It goes hard once the inspection period ends. The EMD becomes non-refundable. There's no exceptions, regardless of what happens. The buyer is fully committed to closing, and backing out means losing the deposit entirely. So what we do so that we are protected as your funding, and we protect our money and we try to help protect ourselves, is we have a mutual release agreement every deal, right? It's signed by both the buyer and the seller before the funds are even deployed. We have make sure that the EMD is returnable, right? It's refundable. We don't want a non-refundable one, because what if you just up and pull out and we just lost all of our money? That's preposterous, all right? We don't like scammers around here. If you do that, don't work with me. Don't even try. I don't want to do it. And so those are non-negotiables. Every deal, no exception. If you want to work with me as a transactional funder, then these are my non-negotiables for every deal, because I'm not going to just invest and potentially lose all my money. I got to have my safety nets, period. Point blank, period. All right, those are the rules. We also, period. All right, those are the rules. We also only do wires. We don't do ACHs. We confirm the wire instructions over the phone every time. We call to verbally confirm, and we also get it in written instruction, right? There's no exceptions. We communicate with the title, and before we do anything, before any moving happens, this is mandatory, and we get written confirmation on everything, right? Every step must be confirmed in writing, because if it isn't documented, it didn't happen, and my money goes bye-bye. That's, again, preposterous. We don't want to do that. And so to summarize this all up, you find the deal, you need the deposit, we fund the deposit, you lock the deal in. When it closes, we get our money back and our fee. It's nice and easy. This is how it works. And if you want to work with me, then hit me up. Shoot me a message. I'm on social media. You can also submit a deal in my link in bio, and we will reach out to you, me and my team, and we will work through this. So now that you know the deal, let's work.